stakes high, raise stakes, risk it all, I take the hate. This the winning team, get the Gatorade. My guy good, but he's not safe, no. They try to shut us down and it ain't gon' slide. Only thing I fear is God and he on my side. That's the confidence I got, cause he got me. That's why I really feel like you can't stop me. That's all you got. Come on with it. That's all you got.
Okay. Welcome back to another episode of These Two Girls.
We were supposed to say it together.
I didn't know that was.
Let's try it again. Go again.
Welcome back to another episode of These Two Girls. See, because you turned away your head, so I was just like, I don't know what you were doing.
Okay. All right, girl. Continue.
Hey, listeners. Listen, I think we have new listeners, Candy.
Yeah.
You know, our last guest, Star,
Mm-hmm.
like, she got the juice.
She did. Like, I don't know what it is. I think people, like, really wanted to hear her business or really like her or something, but
the point is that she brought in new followers,
mm-hmm.
new listeners.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when we post the episode, it's like, okay, maybe about the first day, maybe about like 30 listens.
Yeah.
If that. You know, when we posted this episode and Star promoted it on her Instagram and her Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing we knew, the numbers were climbing. By the end of the first day, what was it, Candy? Candy studies the numbers.
I just know right now we're just close to 2,000. We just, you know what? My phone's about to die. I'm sorry.
No, but yeah. At the end of the first day, we were over 1,000 listeners.
We were definitely over 1,000.
The first day. And so, thank you, Star.
Thank you.
We're going to have her promote our podcast more often, even if she's not on it.
Right. That is our plan, though. Like, we do want to get there where we have a lot of listeners, you know? But Star definitely did push it a bit for us. So, we appreciate that.
We welcome our new listeners. Hope that you're listening to another episode that other than, you know, the one with Star on there.
Thank you so much. I mean, clearly they like something for them to sign on or
I think we're
follow
pretty cool.
Our page. I think we're dope.
Yeah.
Right.
And
like, come on, how can you not? No, I told myself I was not going to be hyped this episode.
What?
I'm going to stay calm.
Why?
Someone told me that I'm just all over the place.
What?
And then I'm always hyped in the podcast. And I'm just like, I'm not always hyped. Like, yes, Candy, you always loud and hyped.
But what's wrong with that?
I said I was going to try something different today. I was going to try...
Why?
And I don't know. I just want to try it. Can I try it?
Okay.
See, look at you. See, you're already doing it. You're already trying to get me all hyped.
I'm just trying to tell you to be yourself.
I mean, I am. I just want to try it.
Okay.
Can I try it?
Sure. Go ahead and try it, girl. So should I try something different too? Like, do I need to be the hype one today, or what?
Can you do it?
No, this is
try.
No,
try being hype. Get excited.
I don't even know what that looks like.
You so fake. Guys see you getting hype. See, you have me doing it.
It has to come natural. I can't just decide to be hype. Like,
I'm here trying to turn it off, and you just keep bringing it out. I'm trying to.
But see, again, so what's natural for you? I'm
trying something different today.
Okay.
And listener, I want you to let me know if I was being chill today, okay? You know, that person, I know you listening. So.
Okay.
And guys, don't mind, the noise in the background. I'm kind of...
She eating some crackers.
I'm eating some crackers. It's been a day. It's been a day, y'all.
But yes, and also thank you to our day one listeners
who,
continue to give us feedback.
Yes.
And continue to listen to us Thank you for your
shout out
support.
to you guys.
We really appreciate it. You know? So yeah. So what's new, Candy? What's going on with you?
Oh, before we get into that, y'all, I just want to say congratulations to Cheyenne. She passed her exam, y'all. You know, the exam we've been talking about for months, and she finally passed. She passed.
Yes, guys, I passed. This is my hype.
You are. Oh, y'all. Let me tell you, guys need to see. Okay. Congratulations, Cheyenne. How does it feel?
Thank you.
How does it feel?
It feels like, I don't know what amount of weight, like a ton, is off of my back. Like, I've been doing this for way too long. Mm-hmm. But, everything in its right timing.
No.
But to be honest, it's been a little anticlimactic. I was excited. Mm-hmm. I was not happy with my score. I'm going to be very honest. I'll put it out there. I was not happy with it. For all the work I did, it should have been better.
Listen, I can't deal with these overachievers.
No, it's not about overachieving because in this exam, my score matters. So just passing is not okay. You really need to have a good score. So I was not happy, but I passed. I can move forward. There are other things that can be done to rectify the score in other ways, to make up for it.
So for our new followers that have no idea what we're talking about.
Oh, right. We have new followers.
Tell them what it is we're talking about. Right.
So I'm in medical school, and I finished my first 2 years of basically the bookwork part of it. And I had to take step 1 exam, and it was very hard, and I finally passed. So now I'm not a doctor as yet. This is the other thing, okay? And I really appreciate everyone. I love everybody's enthusiasm. Like, it keeps me going. I swear it does. Okay. But it's so hard to keep explaining myself. It's hard. If you ask any medical student, it's hard to explain the process of getting to where we're trying to get to people who are not in the field. So because I passed this exam, I guess a lot of people are like, oh, so you're a doctor now. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, not yet. I got to be like real modest and like, no, not yet. Another 2 years, I got to do the clinical part first. And that has been my conversation for the last 2 weeks.
Okay. So
just to put that out there, I'm not yet a doctor. I'm on my way
She's
there.
on her way there.
And I have another, let's just round it to 2 years. I got to do clinicals and apply for residency. And when I get there, then that's it. But for now, still a med student, still struggling through,
But so this exam that you just passed allows you to begin your clinicals.
Yes.
Okay.
So
and that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So congratulations, homie.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
You've been wanting to get this out the way.
It's out the way.
It's awesome. So, now we need to get those clinicals started. So that's good.
That's the plan.
So yes, guys. So now you know what we're talking about, and our Cheyenne has passed her exam. So shoot her a message in her email because we're gonna drop that at the end. Bigging her up if you have some advice or any other med students on here, or you have any questions if you want to, pursue that. Holler at her.
Yeah. I'm actually I always like giving advice about people who want to go to med school. I don't want to.
I know. I don't want any advice.
I'm just saying.
I'm not.
I like to tell people.
Not interested.
What to do.
I don't have the patience.
No, it's not for everybody.
It's not.
And a lot of other, the other things are not for me. So,
right. Right. So,
but yeah.
All right.
What else? Last week's episode was real saucy.
It was.
We got a lot of feedback. A lot of people.
Oh yeah.
I think it gave you something to think about, Candy.
It did. I think that's where the hype thing came from because I guess the conversation was just so. We did all enjoy the conversation, and this is my thing with Star because, as you guys know, I've known Star for a long time, and she she has a way of pulling certain things out of me. Listen, this girl knows exactly what to do. And she did. And she got that energy out of me and that vibe. And also she knows my stand on the open relationships and all of that. And so she knew exactly what to do. I'm not for it. I think all that energy a man will spend trying to work an open relationship, he can use that energy and be faithful.
No, yeah, I agree. I'm not for the open relationship as much as I was hyping it up last week.
Listen, y'all. Shy sold me out last week.
I didn't sell you out, okay? I'm for open thinking, okay? I want you to at least think about it. You come in.
I thought about it and my answer is no.
Right. That's fine.
Okay.
Yes. But I was just trying to facilitate the conversation.
Okay. You're trying to you're trying to hype me out.
Entertainment of the viewers, the listeners.
Oh, you think I'm a clown?
No.
What me look like Poppy Short to you?
Oh my God.
Look like clown to you?
Listen, I need you to. You're getting hyped now. Oh. Your listener is gonna tell you.
Okay. Bring it back down,
yes,
Candy. Bring it back
please.
down. Bring it back down.
Okay, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it was good for the conversation.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
And and I really liked when she brought up the Usain thing to you. Because you know what? I feel like that in that moment, at least for 2 seconds, you thought about it. In that moment, you were like, wait. Because when you put things in perspective for someone, it always makes them, Yeah.
I did think about it, and even after the conversation ended, and I'm like, would I really want to share Usain just so I can have Usain? And honestly,
you still no.
I still said no.
All right, we won't get back into it.
Yeah, let's not. But what were some of the comments that you got about that?
A lot of people enjoyed Star as a guest. They just enjoyed her conversation style.
Okay.
And everyone thought it was funny, the back and forth between you and her.
I'm sure they did, yeah, because I'm a clown.
Yes, and a lot of people really liked the points about not focusing on we always just think of the cheating as one the downfall, but there are other things that can be in a relationship that should be a no-go.
Right. I definitely agree
and
with
I think
that,
a lot of people from what I got have started to think about what are my hard lines.
That is true.
My hard limits.
I did think about that too. I remember I saw someone, my best friend actually sent me this picture. Someone posted something and it said something in regards to the spelling was just wrong. A guy posted it and it was just wrong, but all his postings are like that. So it's not like he posted this one and made a mistake. We can let it slide. They're all like that. And I said to myself, yep, that would probably be it for me. Yep.
I'm gonna call a name right now. Shout out to my homegirl, my friend Ashley. Ashley is the grammar Nazi. She cannot stand the wrong grammar. If you text her, it needs to be you need to spell check. You need to check it. She gets very annoyed, especially with guys.
I'm not an English teacher, so I'm not going to say that I'm really hard on that. I'm not, because trust me, I make mistakes all the time, even in my speech. It's fine. My thing is, it's all the time.
No, she's not gonna be like, oh, you got one text, but if she's talking to you and you are constantly
really
spelling common things wrong, your and your, and the different things like that.
My sister and
it annoys her.
Okay,
but shout out to you, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley. And happy belated birthday, Ashley. Just want to drop that. And your photo shoot looked really cool, by the way. So just want to drop that too. But yeah, I mean, listen, if that was my man, because he's in a relationship, and I would just be like, yo, babe, give me the phone. Give me the phone. Don't post anything else unless you get my approval. Straight up. It was just so... I have to find it.
Most of our phones have like a spell check to some degree. That the way that some people make these mistakes, I'm just like, how? Are you just not looking at your phone when you send these things? Or better yet, my parents, when they
yeah, that's Shine laughing because I just showed her the picture of what was sent to me. So the question that he posted, it says, which one? Mm-hmm. But it's WITCH. Which on a broom? Which one?
Which on a broom?
Like, bruh. Which one?
You know, what did they replace the FCAT with?
Oh my gosh, I probably should not have done that because... I know people who know him. Oh my gosh. All right.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
What did they replace the FCAT with in schools? That might be the downfall of our society.
No, I don't think the FCAT was... This kid graduated high school with me.
But was the well, yeah, they were really strict about the FCAT when we were in high school.
Everything was good towards the FCAT.
There's supposed to be no child left behind,
right.
But clearly...
Oh my God.
I mean, not just him. A lot of people, you know? Anyway, that was a stray off. But anyway.
I mean, not everybody's book smart, you know?
And it's not about being book smart, though. So? Yes, because book smart is a whole other thing. It's just basic language. This is the language that you speak that you claim to be your first language. This should be your strong point.
I guess.
I feel like okay, and you know what? This is still true. This used to be my problem in high school. Mm-hmm. When I took Spanish, okay, I used to get better grades in Spanish class than native Spanish speakers. That used to annoy me.
Why?
Because Spanish is your first language. So you should be, in my opinion at the time, you should be versed in speaking and writing Spanish. Right? And so it's the same thing. The same thing goes for English speakers.
But clearly those Spanish speakers, they're not versed in Spanish.
Right. And the same thing goes for English speakers. But it is a problem. It is a problem regardless whether you speak English or Spanish or French or Chinese. If this is your native language, your first language, you should be versed in the language that you speak.
Well, like I said, I'm not an English teacher. I'm okay with the one or two mistakes. It's fine.
Yes.
But you're not going to ask me which one.
Which on a broom one.
Which on a broom one. Like, seriously.
Anyway, we've gone on for too long.
Yes. Why were we talking about that for so long?
This week,
how did that come up?
Because you were talking about your hard limits and the guy.
That just annoyed me. I just kept. Okay, go ahead, girl. Continue. My bad.
That was the wrap up from last week. So this week, I want to touch on something. Well, something that happened recently sparked this thought in my mind.
Okay.
So, Gucci Mane. Okay. You know, he and his wife.
You know, Gucci looks really good now.
He looks really good
really
now.
Good. Like,
yes.
I was not even into Gucci before. And I see him now in his, like, suits. And I'm just like, Gucci.
You know I love a man in a suit. Like, it doesn't even matter.
What? Okay.
It don't matter.
I'm not even going to put any names in that suit right now.
Put the name.
My bays.
I mean, yeah, if any of them was in a suit, I would look at them. I would then look at them twice. I said that about Usain the first time. When we saw him in the suit, then I was like, you know what, girl?
Y'all, Cheyenne does not think Usain is cute.
Like his face? Yeah, I don't think I'm not attracted to him.
You know what? It's his swag. It's his swag. Usain has swag.
You know what? So then you equivocate cuteness with swag, because all the guys that you think are cute, air quotes, it's because of their swag.
I'll agree with
their
that.
Their face is not necessarily cute.
I don't see their face. I see their swag.
Okay, then. So we're going to use a different word.
How they move when they're on the dance floor.
So you're attracted to them.
You know, when they shimmy and they have on their their clothes and they just so like Gucci right now, I don't even know if Gucci looks cute or not.
Gucci's not cute.
He's not?
No.
So it's a swag.
Right. So I'm saying for future with you, when you're coming to me and Tony and telling us that you think somebody's cute, I need you to use a different word.
What word do you want me to use?
I don't know, like you're attracted to this person. You find this person attractive. Because you can find something attractive that's not like their actual physical features.
I find you saying attractive.
I don't need the attitude, Candy.
Okay.
You know what? Let's get back to it.
Yes, go back to Gucci
So Gucci and Keisha got married, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were dating for a long time. The first part about this, actually, is that people were talking about how she stuck with him when he was in jail and all these things, and how us girls don't want to stick out anything. We're ready to leave a man because of this and that. I'm like, listen, first of all, he ain't have Gucci money. She was sitting up in a big old house while he was in jail. Who not gonna stay? Who amongst us?
I don't.
I'm just saying, they made it seem like, oh, she did this very noble thing, and I'm like, her situation wasn't as uncomfortable as you're making it seem. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the regular hood chick that's waiting on.
But then again, Keisha also didn't have to say, Keisha has her own money.
Okay, right. So that's what I'm saying. It's not no regular chick that's waiting on some guy in prison.
Just don't send me none of those postings. Like, I wish a guy that I'm with would send me that.
We're breaking up today.
Like, really?
We're not talking
Really?
anymore.
You're gonna send me a Keisha?
I'm not waiting on you in
and
prison.
Gucci?
No, it's not happening.
Meme? Yeah, I know a lot of girls probably got that. I saw so many guys posting that meme, and I'm just like, really?
Get out of here.
Really? What was that from? That really? What was that from? Oh, Kevin Hart.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so back to...
So anyway, that was the first part. The other part was that they spent $1.7 million on this wedding. And I had taken my test at the time, so I had nothing to do.
Okay.
So I got out of my room and went to the living room to watch the wedding.
Girl,
not even live. They kept saying it was live, but it wasn't live. Okay. And I watched it because didn't have nothing better to do.
Wasn't interested.
Honestly. So I watched it, and it was like, to be honest, obviously we weren't there, so we didn't get to see the full grandeur of the whole thing, but it was at the Four Seasons. It just, from what they're showing on TV, I don't understand where the $1.7 million went.
In her dress. Her dress was beautiful.
Her dress was beautiful, but $1.7 mil? What part of the 1.7 mil?
That's a lot of money, though. That's a lot of cheese.
They had the stage. Everything looked like a wedding I've been to in the last couple of years. Like,
really?
It just, to me, and it was just in this hotel ballroom. Like,
maybe there was some. I mean, maybe they had a lot of guests they had to pay for.
Why? Yes, maybe, but what?
Right, that is a lot of money.
Why do you need a wedding to be 1.7 mil? And then before the wedding, the night before the rehearsal, he gave her this brand new, what was it, a Bentley or something? A brand new car. A couple weeks ago, he bought this watch that was $250,000, Candy.
I don't know.
$250,000. I don't even know what... This whole episode is going to make me upset, first of all. So this is my problem.
Now you guys going to see Shy High. Look at her. Y'all need to see her right now.
This is my problem.
It's upset. Go ahead, Shy.
My problem right now, this is the topic for the day, is why do black people waste money?
Ooh.
Why?
Ooh.
When black people acquire wealth...
Yes.
We spend it...
New money.
Right. We spend it,
quote unquote,
on the most ridiculous things while the rest of the community is suffering.
Yeah.
What is that about? I always wonder where does that come from? What does that stem from? Like,
trying to show off on the next person? I don't know.
I mean,
that is true though. I mean, I don't see. I mean, I don't, unless we're not paying attention to the white folks like we do the black, but I definitely know that I've seen within my community, my culture, that I've definitely seen where we do the most.
Yeah.
We do the most. Even with our kids. I will never forget when I was in high school, there's this girl, and I think she won Best Dress. I don't even remember, but she looked so fly every day. I don't even think she repeated clothes. I honestly don't think she did. But she looked good every day. Mm-hmm. New clothes, everything matched. She wearing pink shirt, her shoes pink. Everything. I'm telling you, the shoes matched the clothes. And I remember years later, the way down the line, come to find out that the lady her mother used to buy and return clothes.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, why?
And so all of that was why? For appearances.
For appearances, right. Exactly. And it wasn't...
Why do we feel like we need to look a certain way then? What does that come from? Like, I understand, you see, okay, the difference is that a lot of white people who are rich, let's forget celebrities, mm-hmm. right? People who have old money, okay? Mm-hmm. They're coming from generations and generations of, like, money in their family. They don't mm-hmm. even think when they have to spend. Mm-hmm. But they don't spend, right? This money is invested and, you know, they use it to better themselves for school, for their children. And then they, you know, they buy things that are worthwhile.
But you'll also notice with those same white folks that they're the ones that you see their names on buildings. You see their names, you know, they've donated this school, they've mm-hmm. donated this library, they've donated, you know, this park.
Yes, because they are interested in legacy over, you know, like the latest thing. You know, what is it? But you know what it is, though? The fact is that this thing has been inbred in them. They're taught about their money, you know, the people who have this kind of money. But when black people, or even other people, well, not necessarily, let's stick with the black people. Mm-hmm. When black people acquire wealth, we don't have anyone to teach us any better. Right? So the first thing you do is you buy a car. For what? And not just no regular car. Mm-hmm. You gotta buy a Bentley. You gotta buy the most flashy thing out.
Right.
And put rims on it.
Right.
And, you know, drop it. And we gotta do all these things so that someone can see you in something temporary. We don't know that we need to put down something permanent. You know?
She's upset over here, guys. So what do you think about this? What if it's something that you've just always wanted? You've always wanted it, and now you have some money, and now I've always wanted to have rims. Always. Now I got some money. I can finally buy some rims. Mm-hmm. What about, you know, that?
But in the first place, why did you always want rims? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so all right, fine. Maybe it's not rims.
Maybe it's not rims.
So no, there's nothing wrong mm-hmm. with spending your money in part in something that's pleasurable, something that's vain, something that you just enjoy, something mm-hmm. just because. Mm-hmm. But
it's a wild spending.
My problem is that that's the only type of spending they do.
Right.
They're not doing anything else substantial. You're not buying proper homes. You're not investing back into the black community.
That is so
my
important to me. That is so important to me. It's not even funny.
Because now we could talk about your homeboy Jay-Z, right?
Okay.
I don't really know anything about Jay-Z's, how he spends his money.
Right.
Him and Beyonce. Mm-hmm. Okay. But on the last album, mm-hmm. he touched on things like, you know, giving back to the community and helping each other up. But I'm like, now he's talking about that, mm-hmm. you know, and that's cool that maybe he's seen the light and come around, but he wasn't always doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In the past, you're spending, you know, you used to be in the street selling dope and whatever else. You come up in the rap game, and then he and other celebrities get money, and they just start buying cars and the same old thing.
Okay, so check this. So you mentioned Gucci and Keisha Kior, right? So do you know that she's Jamaican?
I do know she's Jamaican. You didn't know people was talking about how she had kids in Jamaica that she wasn't taking care of?
Yeah, I heard that. She cleared that up, though, on The Breakfast Club.
I know. I just thought that was so... Wouldn't that be hilarious if it was true? Because I was like, to myself, I'm like, yo, that could be so true, you know? But I'm glad it's not.
I'm glad it's not. I mean... What mother would really come into all of this money?
Oh, I know people.
I mean, this is a lot of money, Shine. This is not just play money that she has come into or built for herself. This is a lot of money. So for a mother to be making this much money, and then you're just gonna leave your kids in Jamaica?
But in the first place, if that were the case, right? Okay, so it's not Keisha. In the first place, she left the kids, so she's already assimilated to this lifestyle without these darn kids.
I would hope that would not be the case, though. But anywho, she did clear that up, though. So her kids are here with her in the U.S. and Gucci's kids.
Okay,
and,
girl.
I mean that's right. Again, I don't know her. That's what she says. She says they're here. I don't know how many kids. They have not revealed the numbers. How many kids they both have.
I don't know.
I mean, I would love to know how many kids they're rolling around here with.
I'm sure Gucci got a couple.
A couple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, anyway, your point was she's Jamaican, and...
Oh, yes, I'm just wondering if she invested in her community or gave back or anything.
Who knows, right? But then, you know, and the thing is, if these celebrities are doing these things, these are the things that I would rather see on social media than them showing me their $250,000 watch, or you know this car with the suicide doors, and that you're driving because you're never driving yourself.
Well, I hope there's a Keisha Kior preschool in Jamaica, or some kind of hospital, or them fix a road because some potholes in Jamaica are no joke. I hope there's some potholes fixed on some street where she grew up.
And
Keisha Kior Road.
There isn't. And I'm not gonna sit here and bash Keisha. This even though we started out with their wedding as an example, this is not what this is about. It's not about them.
Right.
It's just in general. This is just what sparked my thought. And so I don't really there's no, and we don't even have to go all the way back to Jamaica. In the United States, there are kids in, you know, Lauderhill, in wherever, that are just
strong,
that don't have it, can't afford to go to, you know, can't afford their uniform and clothes to go to school. They gotta get the government lunch.
Mothers that can't afford to send their kids to preschool,
especially those preschool and daycare is expensive,
right?
You know, all these things in our Black community that I feel like if all the Black celebrities we have right now they could do so much more, in my opinion.
I mean, I do agree. I mean, they're probably doing what they can too. I mean, who knows what they're doing? We don't know.
We don't know what they're doing. But I just feel like, you know, if I had some Beyonce money, Beyonce is pulling in like millions per day.
She's pulling a lot of money,
right? If I just handed out $5,000 a day,
right,
what would that do for the community? You know. So, the link you were reading earlier.
Let's see if my phone is being charged up. So,
it was a link to basically talking about some of the ridiculous things that celebrities have spent their money on.
Yeah, so like this one says that Kanye spends $500 every day to have his head shaved. It says that he loves having diamonds on his teeth, but hates to take them out. So he spent $60,000 to have the diamond stones permanently implanted on his bottom teeth. He spends $140,000 a year on flowers for his wife, Kim. And it says here that he spent $10,000 on a Birkin bag. And then he allowed his 1-year-old daughter, North, to customize the bag with finger painting.
I'm done. What? With finger painting
right.
on a $10,000 Birkin bag.
Right.
First of all, why is the bag $10,000? You know what I'm saying?
That's where it starts, honestly. It goes up to... Hold on. It says that it goes up to $100,000. Yeah. So that's just where it starts.
Read
girl.
the stuff about Jay-Z and Beyonce. What they spent for Blue.
Oh, gosh. That's on a whole different page. But let me tell you right quick about Floyd. Floyd Mayweather, y'all. It says here that he owns a private jet, but makes his bodyguards fly on a separate private jet. He also pays $1,000 twice a week to get his hair cut.
Why would you need your hair cut twice a week?
And then it says that when he was training, he'd have his hair cut 3 times a week. So that would add up to $3,000.
Which is ridiculous.
I mean, this is serious. Let me see if I can find the other one for y'all.
I just feel like, just one of these expenses could take care of one child for a year.
Pay off some college.
That Birkin bag that Kim is she probably have no idea where it is right now, right? She don't even wear that no more. She don't know. That $10,000. Let me tell you how I could use that $10,000 Birkin bag right now,
right?
To pay some tuition. Like just right now, that would solve all of my issues, like my current life issues. That $10,000 Birkin bag could solve them right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you.
So it's like little things like that just really grinds my gears. And maybe it's because I'm poor. Maybe I'm hated. Maybe I'm a hater because I don't got no money. Is that it?
No, I mean you're making valid points. I totally hear what you're saying. It's true. I mean, I always think about one day winning the lotto.
Yes.
I have big plans.
But the thing is, my plans, what do your plans look like? And it's not
materialistic things.
Right.
Like, I would like to open up a creative art studio. I'd want one in Jamaica and one here. I would love to do that. Just, having all sorts of arts available to young people. Music and performing arts, and I would love that. I definitely love to set my parents up.
Yeah. Set
them up, man, at their own place, and finally allow my mom to take some trips that she's never been able to take, and I would definitely want to give back to my youth ministry, we'll work on how they're going to do that spending, but work on the vision with that. But yeah, I would definitely go back to youth, honestly, giving them opportunities that I just did not have, and enjoy with my friends too. Like, I have dope friends. Like, I know people always complain about friends, can't trust them and blah blah blah. All those friend memes, snakes in the grass.
I can never relate to any of them.
I can't either.
Don't have friends like that.
I have such dope friends. Like, oh my goodness.
Like, I feel like the people that I know that I would say, oh, those are snakes and that, they are not my friends.
Right.
I might know them, but they're not my friends.
Like Ludacris, speaking of money, he just celebrated his 40th birthday, and he rented some castle in some country and got all his closest friends and their spouses, and they had a blast. Would that be something that I would do? Yeah. I would so do that. So yes. I would so do that. But yeah, I see those memes all the time, and I'm like, That's for the birds. I don't have that. I don't have those issues. I don't have those friends issues. Yeah, I have a really
and I think those are the things that are important, right? And I'm sure these celebrities do these things. They give money to their family and their friends, and they're doing all these things. But I just think I feel like what I'm trying to unpack, I don't know if I'm doing a good job, is the mentality of outside of, we know they buy themselves a house. All of them do what we just said. They set up their mama. They probably give back to one little local community. All of that stuff is, I know they do that stuff. But what is the mentality behind buying a $250,000 watch?
But you know what? Maybe they were always into those kind of things. Like me and you, we were never, look at our hands right now. We don't have on watches. Mm-hmm. We don't have on rings. Our jewelry comes from Forever 21. Like, our cars are...
So, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The mentality, right? Because the same thing will happen. Okay, Kodak Black. Mm-hmm. He was going to Ely in high school in Lauderdale.
But maybe he was going to Ely in the flyest Jordans, in the flyest clothes.
And so when he gets rich, he spends his money on foolishness. So again, it starts back to, what is the mentality of Black people? Why we think that when we get wealthy, these are the things we spend our money on. And how do we change that?
And it also has to do with how they were raised too, you know, and their...
It's a cycle.
It is.
Because what do the kids watch? They're watching BET, they're watching whatever, social media.
And I'm pretty sure it's always something that you're going to want to keep up. So like I mentioned, this girl I used to go to school with, I'm sure right now she's still trying to keep up with the Joneses, because that was what was set for her from when she was in middle school and high school, always wearing the flashy stuff. So you still have to keep up with this cycle. You've put it out there to everybody that you are rolling deep. So now you have to keep up with the Joneses.
But let me tell you how my kids is going to wear Walmart / what are the kids stores in the mall? Carter's, Old
Children's
Navy,
Place, right?
Children's Place. Nothing with no brand, because that is not important, because I'm not going to keep up with this. I hate to see somebody buy not even 1 year old, a 1 day old, some Jordans. Excuse me? For what? And they can't walk.
They can't. Right.
They cannot walk.
Right.
And in 1 week, it's not going to fit.
Exactly.
Well, that is the thing. Those are the things that just really upset me in life. Like, when I see that. Because I know, I had a conversation with an Uber driver the other day. And I was waiting for her to pick me up at the mall. And I was standing outside this fancy department store in Atlanta that I had never heard this name. I don't remember the name now. I never heard of it before. It looked just set up like Macy's or Dillard's or whatever, but it was way fancier and super quiet in there because nobody was in there.
Okay.
And when she put up, she's like, "What is that store? What's it?" I was like, "Girl, I don't know, but the prices in there, I don't know what." And everything in there look so basic, but the prices are like through the roof. And me and her had this conversation, like, I don't even know if I was rich right now, if I would spend my money on certain things. Like, I would not be buying,
I think I would have so much money left over if I feel like, okay, now that I have some money, let me go buy all of that from the same Forever 21.
I'm still going to Forever 21.
Same Walmart.
I just might spend $100 in Forever 21 versus the $20 that I spend now.
Right.
Right.
I'll just have more stuff, but it wouldn't be, I'm not going to spend $500 on that same shirt that I can get from Forever 21.
Why is it that brand name stuff are so basic? Because that's probably why the wedding cost $1.7 million, right? His suit, look at Gucci. He looks very nice in his white suit. But the suit, he could have got that in David's bridal. but what was it? It was probably Gucci. It was probably a Gucci suit. Just looked like any other white suit.
I don't know. And we can't even tell, there's no label on there to tell that it's Gucci or it's Louis or it's...
And why do I need it?
I don't know. It would be so interesting to see us come up in some money, Shy.
Listen, last year when the Powerball had hit that ridiculous number, I was in Maine, And I literally, I bought a Powerball ticket, and I really that night, I thought about all the things I would do with that money. And you know what I thought about? I thought about like, okay, so if I take the big lump sum, at the time, I think it came up to about a couple $100 million still, because it was up to like $1 billion, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so a couple $100 million, right? And I already started to think, I'm like, all right, so Candy, I'm going to give Candy this so Candy can start with her thing. I'm going to buy my parents a house.
Right.
They can stop work.
Family in
right?
Jamaica.
I still would finish med school because it's something I would never be able to sit around and do nothing.
Right.
Okay. I'm like, okay, then the rest of my family, my aunts, I can set them up, pay off their houses. Oh, you need a new house?
Yes.
Sure. Sell that. Let's get this new house.
Yeah.
Oh, you need a new car because you don't have no car. Here you go. New car. And and then it wouldn't have to be no Lexuses and Mercedes, Toyotas, Ford, whatever. New car is a new car. And I thought to myself, yeah, I can do all these things for these people. And then I even went down to, okay, so now my friend's in school. Here's some tuition payments. Pay back these loans. And the money's still left.
Right. And I even still go back to even further thinking of just also organizations and people that also paved the way for me and open doors for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, my church in Jamaica, my church here in America, the schools that I went to in Jamaica, schools that I went to here, in the different programs, right? Because right now they're killing the arts program. Let me invest there. Businesses, different things. They're different,
Well, you know what? I feel like we're laboring it. And I'm just going to keep getting more and more upset.
Yeah.
But what my new answer to most of these things when I think about like what the mentality of our culture is and our people are is that now the thing is to raise our kids better.
Right.
To raise our kids to value differently.
I really hope that's what it is though. I really hope that's what our millennials will be doing.
Maybe. I think so. I think our millennials, we're millennials.
Right.
And I think that millennials are drifting away from the materialistic things and they're asking more questions. I feel, you know what, too? I don't know why we're in the same group as millennials because we're not necessarily as the same way as the new age millennials. They ask a lot more questions than we do. They don't just sit down and take anything.
That's true.
They're questioning why, and they're like, no, this is not necessary, and this is excessive, and so they might be doing a better job than even we were at that age. And we're coming along with it at the same time.
These celebrities are also that we mentioned are millennials.
Well, who
isn't Gucci them in our age group? No?
I feel like he's a little older.
Keisha, it has to be around the same age as us.
I don't know. I don't follow these things mostly.
Yeah, and she seems like such, and I heard her on the Breakfast Club the other day, and I'm like,
I meant to listen
it was my
to
first time really hearing her, and I'm like, she sounds very dope. Like, she's well spoken. She, wasn't hype about anything. She answered their questions calmly, and I just liked her demeanor in the whole interview. And then I think I listened to her after that. I went on what's that show, The Real, and she was on there too. And and I liked her having her. Shout out to The Real. I really liked that show. I know.
Listen, speaking of that, right? So this morning, this is funny that you said that because this morning I'm sitting in the living room and it's going on. And they're just doing the most over this fake it or take it segment that they have. It's like when they have the real, it matches the real Gucci shoe versus the fake one that the department store is selling. And the audience member gets to just look at it and decide which one's the real versus the fake. Exactly. And if you pick the real one, then you get to take it home. So they'll have like sunglasses, bags, shoes, neck jewelry, whatever. And so, but they were just crazy. They're jumping around all over the place by the time, what was the little Asian one? What's her name? she was like threw her back out dancing, and I'm just like, I cannot deal with the real. They're over the top, and Candy always gets upset because
I like them. I just feel that they're just so down to earth.
They are.
They're not,
and I am happy that their show is doing very well. But I cannot watch them. It's too much for me. Like, I'm overstimulated by the show.
Whatever. You want to watch what? Dr. Phil or like?
I hate Dr. Phil, first of all. I hate Dr. Phil.
So what? Okay,
I don't watch talk shows, but I used to love watching The View.
Okay, The View.
But that's about it.
They're calm, but they're also very...
I haven't watched it recently.
Okay.
I used to. But I don't have time to watch things like that. But when I see it,
I don't get to catch the show. Mm-hmm. I catch the clips, the Instagram clips.
Okay.
And I like their posting.
No, it's always on in my house because Shanique watches it. My parents will watch it.
Shout out to Shanique and the parents.
And then Shanique likes to watch Wendy because she only likes to watch when Wendy comes out and she's standing and the camera pans to the back of her and her legs are like 2 miles apart. Wendy Williams.
Oh, the Wendy Williams show.
Yeah, but she loves to watch the beginning because she likes to see how Wendy's like standing like a mannequin, like really weird.
Did you see the video with her fainting?
Oh my gosh. I feel terrible because I laughed so hard at that.
Really? You're so evil. Didn't we talk about how cold you are?
Listen, y'all, don't come for me. But listen, I laughed entirely too hard. I have to ask God to forgive me. And if you want to judge me, that's your business. But let me tell you, because when I first saw it, we were watching it. And when I first saw it,
I didn't even know her show was live.
Yes, it's live. And I thought, I'm like, did she see a goat? Like, what did she see? Like I thought something scared her. Because we didn't even realize when she messed up on the word that she said. She said our first caress. She was trying to say guest.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't notice that until, the whole thing happened afterwards. And when it happened, I don't know. I felt bad. I laughed. I just...
I don't really.
Your future doctor, ladies and gentlemen.
Really? I was trying to look up Homegirl's name because I didn't remember her name at the moment.
Oh, on the real?
On the real. But I just like how down to earth there. That's just my thing. I don't think they're faking it.
No, I don't think they are. But that's too much for me. I can't. But
that's us right here.
No,
that's
it's not.
Right.
No, it's not.
We're the same thing.
No, you're not.
If they're keeping it real and we're keeping it real, what's the difference?
Yes, okay. I don't have a problem with them keeping it real. I have a problem with them doing the most in their.
Maybe they are the most,
and I don't like it. Oh. It's not for me.
Oh. Well, I'm here for it. I love it. And
yes, that's great.
And if you guys ever want to, if any of you guys ever want to be on our podcast, just let us know. Because Candy,
you mean the real?
The real. Ooh, not the View. Sorry, let's correct that. But yeah, so I think they're dope, and I like Lonnie.
Yeah.
Although sometimes I'm like, why did you guys dress her in that?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know it's because she's a big girl. And
I see some fly big girl stuff out there.
I know, but I feel like
check out Fashion Nova Plus, Lonnie. Check out Debs. Check out Forever 21 Plus, Lonnie.
Okay.
It don't gotta be Gucci, Lonnie. What other plus is there? I don't know.
No more.
Okay. Sorry.
So, what are you listening to these days, Candy?
What am I listening to?
Oh, well, we just figured out the song that you like.
Oh, so I'm not really listening to anything right now. I'm not really watching anything right now either. But there is a song out that I do like right now. It's called I Like It, I think I Like It. It's by Fat Joe and Dre. And I thought it was Drake.
Listen, I heard that because I heard them say it on the radio. I guess they said Dre, but it sounded like Drake. Mm-hmm. So of course, you know, if you listen to the podcast, and for my new listeners, I am Drake's #1 fan.
She is.
Milan, don't check me.
We're just dropping
Yes.
stuff today, huh?
And I'm his future ex-wife. But they said Dre, and I heard Drake, so I turned the radio up, right? Mm-hmm. And if you guys listen to it, you will hear that it sounds like
Drake. Guys, check that song out, okay? I think it's so dope. I love the chorus, but the dude sounds like Drake. And I honestly think he kind of even looks like Drake if you watch a music video. Yeah. Watch that now. Watch it.
But then, you see, because it's not Drake, I knew there was something, because, you know, deep down, because of my connection with Drake.
Stop, please.
Because didn't I say to you last night that sometimes I like the song and sometimes I don't like it? That's not a thing that happens with Drake songs for me, right? So I was really confused. And now, tonight, I have clarity. Because now I know it's not Drake. And now I know why I've been feeling that way.
Because you're Drake's #1
yes.
fan. All right, girl.
Because I felt it in my soul.
You felt it. All right. What are you listening to? Enough.
I need you to
see your hype. You see, y'all see how she got hype though. Why did she get hype? Because we're talking about Drake.
I told you it has to come naturally.
You're little nasty.
Yeah. Well, how's that nasty? Anyway, well, speaking of nasty, I've been listening to Chris Brown's "Heartbreak on a Full Moon." It's 45 songs.
45 songs.
45 songs.
What could he be singing about in 45
Sex.
songs? Really?
You know Chris Brown.
Really, Chris?
Sex. Just nothing but sex. He gonna do this and that, and he gonna turn you around, and I'm just like, yes.
Really, Chris? Really,
yes.
Chris? You can't sing about anything else?
He sings about a little bit of heartbreak too, but then there's some
Karrueche.
sex.
Did he mention Karrueche in there?
No, he didn't say her name this time.
You know, speaking of Chris Brown, I watched his documentary on Netflix.
I watched it as well.
Liked it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know, made me feel a little heart tinged for him.
And then they played his old songs, stuff. And I was just
when he was young, he was so cute.
I know. I grew up with you, boo.
We sort of met him in the mall. You weren't there. No. It was me and Shanique and Ronique and I think Robin. And we're in Sawgrass, and then somebody was like, Chris Brown was down there. And we turned and started running down the other way. And we saw him, and they took a picture with him.
The baggy pants. You saw him in the baggy pants and the hat. He always had this hat thing going on. Yeah, it was a really good documentary. You guys should check it out.
I always felt sorry for him with the whole thing. Like, I'm definitely a feminist.
Did you see his breakdown when he sang on the stage at Michael Jackson?
Yeah, I saw that when it actually happened. The BET Awards.
I don't remember seeing that. That made me cry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyway, enough of that.
Enough.
But
right.
that Chris Brown album, for you married couples out there. Yeah, no.
Really?
Put it on one time. and get in there. Get in there, you know.
For you
but, you know, the rest of us who shouldn't be doing anything, don't listen to Chris Brown. Don't be like me. And, you know, give yourself a hard time.
Don't make it hard. And if you're out there in these streets trying to, keep it right, keep it tight, keep it light, don't
listen to Chris Brown.
Don't listen to Chris Brown. You can try my song. My song isn't too much about.
But yeah, I think that's all we have for this week. We'll skip the rest of that.
Okay.
What else is there? That's it. Can they hear me flipping the pages?
Right.
Last week when we were yelling at you for knocking the mic, it really didn't make a sound. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, so guys, please, if you get into some new money, please, spend wisely, please.
Spend wisely. Invest. Take a class on money management.
Right. Probably get a financial advisor or something.
Yes.
Yeah. You can that's worth the investment. If you can buy a $250,000 watch, you can get one of those guys to help you with where to put your money.
Or ask me. I could tell you plenty of ways to spend it.
Right. Some stocks, some
stocks,
Yeah, save up for your
Bank
kids and your kids' kids. Yeah,
Yes, we need to put down, legacy.
Yeah.
We need to stop thinking about affluence over influence. That's the word.
Boom. I like that one. Yes. Where'd you hear that?
I just thought of it, man.
No, you didn't.
I swear.
You stole that from somewhere. You saw that on some meme somewhere. You got that screenshot in your phone.
Girl, bye. Listen, follow us on Instagram. These two girls. That's these, the number 2 girls with a U.
Mm-hmm.
Send us an email with your comments, any questions, any suggestions.
Yes. We like suggestions.
Please, you know.
Guest, sorry to cut shy, but also guest suggestions. If you, have a suggestion for a guest,
and you got to hook up on them,
or you got to hook up. Yes, we love people with the hookups.
Yes, send us an email at these2girlspodcast@gmail.com and follow us on Twitter. These 2 girls pod. All right, share the episodes, guys, with your friends. And all of our IG followers, we love when you like our pictures and like our posts. Please still share with your friends. We want to increase our following. We want other people, if you enjoy us, then you think one of your friends will enjoy us.
At least one of your friends.
This is a challenge for this week.
Yes.
Share us with at least one of your friends.
One.
And then when you just tag them under the post right now. Just go right now at the end of this. Go tag them under the post that we post about this podcast, and let them follow us and like us too. All right, Candy.
Thank you guys for listening.
That's it. See you next time.
Deuces.
On the flip side.
Power king, shut me down. That's not an option. I'm my biggest problem. You don't got the power king. Shut me down. That's not an option. You're my biggest opponent. You know me, I know you, we know it. Whenever I fail, you always been there to simply remind me you're blown it. You don't see when I'm growing. You don't see where I'm going. You only see in the moment. You know my mistakes. You never let go it. Don't cease to amaze me, and it drive me crazy.